town board meeting. Mr. Pulio, roll call.
Supervisor Wareham,
Here.
Councilman McCarthy,
Here.
Councilwoman Noack,
Here.
Councilwoman Inzarella.
Here.
Okay, Councilman Lohman.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll begin sitting as Board of Water Commissioners. Deputy Clerk?
Minutes approval of October 5th, and we have 3 resolutions. The first is the receiver of taxes to include a levy on the 2020-2021 tax bill for unpaid water charges against various property owners in Smithtown Water District and St. James Water District. And then there's 2 controller transfers that are described on the agenda.
Councilman Lohman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes. Okay, we will reconvene as town board, and first we have Mr. Trotter, the presentation for one site plan.
Right. Good afternoon, Supervisor, members of the town board. I'm Liam Trotta with the Planning Department, and we have one site plan for the board to consider, acting as the Board of Site Plan Review. Go ahead and just share my screen and present the application. Okay, so the application is for 250 Wireless Boulevard. The site is located in the industrial park on the north side of Wireless Boulevard near the Coca-Cola distribution facility. The proposal is for a new access driveway on the east side of the building, facade alterations, a change of use of 3,200 square feet of office to warehouse, parking lot expansion, and associated site work. Now, the applicant has agreed to 4 conditions of site plan approval. The first being that they obtain a building permit prior to the start of construction. The second condition that they install a tree preservation fence around all trees to be preserved on site. The third condition that they obtain a road opening permit from the highway department for a new curb cut on Wireless Boulevard and improvements along the right of way. And the fourth condition that all deciduous trees to be planted on site shall be a minimum size of 3 to 3.5 inch caliper. So this is a more recent aerial of the subject site. It's the old Barron's building. This is the proposed site plan. It's oriented a little differently from the previous aerial, but you can see they're going to be installing a new curb cut on Wireless Boulevard. The main purpose is the new tenant is going to be a food distributor. So they're going to need a new access driveway for all the truck loading going on site. They're going to be installing new loading docks on the north side of the building. There will be a parking expansion on the north end of the parking lot. They'll be reorienting the parking in the northwest corner of the site and adding 10 additional parking stalls on the west side of the building. And this is the proposed facade alterations. Again, the only thing changing to the building are new loading dock doors on the north side of the building, not visible from the public street. Does the board have any questions?
No.
No.
All good? Okay, thank you, Mr. Trotter.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll move to resolutions on the agenda. Number 1, advertisement for public hearing. I'm going to move to table that resolution for the advertisement due to the fact that we are still awaiting some additional information from some outside engineering firms.
Second the table.
All right, Supervisor Wareham,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilman Lohman.
Yes.
Okay,
Next items are the consent agenda for both the consent agenda for controller and the resolutions. Number 1 to 24 for the controller and 1 to 7 for resolutions.
okay, does anyone on the town council wish to have anything removed from the consent agenda?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes to all, and I'm going to recuse myself from consent agenda resolutions number 5.
Okay. Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Loic,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
The town board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for bid 20073 annual supply contract for lumber, plywood, and building materials due November 19th.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella.
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
Award the following bids and authorize the purchase of associated goods or services. Bid 20062, removal of leachate to Russell Reed Waste Hauling. 20069 for removal and disposal of tree stumps and logs to Power Crush Incorporated. 20063 for removal from town facilities to Winter Brothers Hauling of Long Island and National Waste Services. Bid 20068, processing and recycling of machine-reduced vegetative debris to Winter Brothers Hauling of Long Island. 20065, road and landscape supplies to DF Stone Contracting, Street Material Mason Supply, Wattrell Brothers, B&B Maintenance Services, and Long Island Sound Transport, doing business as A&R Materials. And bid 2067 for construction of a concrete slab at the municipal campus to Laser Industries, subject to the prior approval of the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets.
Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
The town board to approve the following: the adoption of the 2021 preliminary budget, renewal of an annual maintenance and support agreement with Granicus for legislative management. The next 5 are for extensions of bids. The first one is 19092 for screen sand with Biddle and Sons. 19103, recycling of electronic waste with Arrow Scrap Corp. 18089, processing and recycling of yard waste with Trinity Transport Corp. 19104, the supply bid for precast concrete drainage with Pelkowski Precast Corp. And maintenance and repair of town services, printers and electronic, that's bid 19090. Next, 6-month term extension of an intermunicipal agreement with the villages of Ashrocken, Town of Brookhaven, Village of Lloyd Harbor, and the Town of Southold regarding the delivery, processing, and disposal of recyclable materials to the municipal service facility pursuant to the bid number 19084. Authorize Matthew Neby, Director of Drug and Alcohol Counseling Services, to execute an agreement with Bronx RHIO Incorporated to utilize their services to connect to the statewide health information network of New York. Rescind Resolution 2019-1081 of the Town Board meeting held October 21st, 2019, regarding the town's voting time policy. The policy is no longer necessary under New York State Election Law, Section 3-110 as amended. A quote from Allied World Insurance Company for cybersecurity policy for the period of November 19th, 2020 through November 19th, 2021. Enter into stipulation of settlement or agreement and consent to the entry of an order with regard to various tax certiorari matters.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
Authorize the exception of a check donation from Michael Golden for $2,000 to the animal shelter.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes.
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
Authorize the supervisor to execute the following on a form approved by the town attorney. The first one, 18284, is being withdrawn. Next, agreement with PJ Consulting to provide assistance in support and transition of various town-developed software applications. An agreement between the town and American Medical Alert, doing business as Connect America, to provide emergency response units and related services for its senior citizen residents at no cost to the town for a 1-year term. Professional service agreement with Aquarius Capital to provide actuarial valuation consulting services as required by Government Accounting Standard Board. Agreement with Huntington Hearing and Speech Center through December 31st, 2021 to perform OSHA-required hearing conservation services as needed for employees of the town's Department of Environment and Waterways. Amendment to agreement with FSB Incorporated to extend the period an additional 30 days from November 1st, 2020 through November 30th, 2020 of the amnesty program for parking violations that were issued between July 1st, 2013 through April 1st, 2020. Authorize the proposal from FPM Group for professional services in connection with the preparation of the 2020 and 2021 financial insurance document as required by the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation for the municipal service facility closed landfill areas. Agreement with Joanne Loparo to accept a donation of a memorial bench in honor of Charles Loparo to be placed at the Kings Park Bluff. Accept the proposal from L.K. McLean Associates to provide professional services to the Department of Environment and Waterways for Municipal Service Facility Phase 1, Cells 1 to 5, Landfill Settlement Survey at a cost not to exceed $2,375 for the 2021 reporting years. A third-party collateral agreement with the town as the depository, Flushing Bank as the depository bank. No, I'm sorry, the town as the depositor, Flushing Bank as the depository bank, and Bank of New York Mellon as the custodian. Agreement with Craig Fitzsimmons and Michaels to certify consolidated fiscal report from January 1st to December 31st, 2019 in the Horizons Department as required by New York State Office of Addiction Services and Supports. An agreement with H2M Architects and Engineers to provide professional engineering services for the reconstruction of the Eugene Canatara Senior Citizen Parking Lot. The lease agreement of the caretaker's cottage at Sweetbriar Farm Nature Preserve to Kathleen and David Albrecht. The next three resolutions are municipal cooperative agreements for radio dispatch services for a 1-year term from January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021 with Nisconsit and St. James Fire District and the Village of Nissaquag.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
Issue a secret negative declaration determination in the matter of the application for site plan approval by 250 Wireless LLC for 250 Wireless Boulevard and the application by Tantalo Auto Group for Smithtown Chevrolet storage lot on Middle Country Road and Hillside Avenue in St. James.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
Approve settlements in the following matters. Michael Pennington in the amount of $1,644.77, Joseph Impastato, $304.10, and Mark Perone, $904.41.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
yes,
And the approval of personnel items number 1 to 15 that are described on the agenda.
Councilman Lohman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
yes. That concludes resolutions. Sitting as a Board of Site Plan Review, we have one site plan to vote on.
Okay, the minutes approval of October 5th, 2020. and conditionally approve the site plan for 250 Wireless Boulevard for a proposed access driveway, facade alterations, a 3,200 square foot change of use from office to warehouse, parking modifications, and associated site work, all described in the earlier presentation from the planning department.
Councilman Loman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilman McCarthy,
yes,
Supervisor Wareham.
Yes. Okay. For anyone who wishes to be heard during the public portion, which we're moving to, utilize the wave your hand button on your screen. If you have trouble with Zoom, you may call the office at 631-360-7600, and we'll get you on the line as quick as possible. If there are anyone here who wishes to speak at the public portion, be mindful the 3-minute rule is in effect, so you'll keep your comments to 3 minutes. Comments should be on town matters only, and the town clerk will give you a warning when you have 1 minute left. Nicole, do we have anyone calling in?
No, Supervisor, I have nobody in the waiting room. I did have somebody who tried to get attend but disconnected. So if he calls the office, we'll enter his public comments into the record later on.
Very good. Mr. Clerk, are there any public comments to be read into the record at this time?
I have none at this time, Supervisor.
Okay, in that case, I'll move to close the meeting.
I'll second that.
Okay, Supervisor Wareham,
Yes,
Councilman McCarthy,
Yes,
Councilwoman Noack,
Yes.
Councilwoman Inzarella,
Yes.
Councilman Loman.
Yes.
okay, thank you, everyone. Everyone be well.
Thank you.
Thank
See you soon.